Assume the readings on thermometers are normally distributed with a mean of 0 degrees Celsius and a standard deviation of 1.00 degrees Celsius. Find the probability that a randomly selected thermometer reads between negative 1.18 and negative 0.38, and then draw a sketch of the region. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and draw the sketch of the region first. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a bell curve. And recall that we have a mean of 0 degrees Celsius with a standard deviation of 1 degree Celsius. And so again, we want to find the probability that a randomly selected thermometer reads between negative 1.18 and negative 0.38. So if we take a look here, to the left of 0 is going to be negative 0.38. That's going to be our first z-score. And then we have to the left of that is the second z-score of negative 1.18. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to extend our line up here so that we know what we're looking for, which is the area that's in between there. So let's go ahead and shade that in, because this is the area that we're looking for. Okay, now again, the area is the same thing as finding the probability. So we're finding the probability of when the z-score, or the area that's going to be in between negative 1.18 and negative 0.38. So we want to find out what is the area here. Okay, now we can say that this represents z-score 1, that would represent z-score 2. Okay, just so that we can note that out. Now we're going to go ahead and open this up into StatCrunch to determine what is that probability. So we're going to open this up into StatCrunch. Okay, and then the first thing we want to do is select Stat, Calculators, and then scroll all the way down to Normal Distribution. We know that we have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. Now since we want to find the area that's in between, up at the top here we want to select Between. Okay, and now we're going to put in the values that they wanted us to find. So we know it's going to be in between negative 1.18 and negative 0.38. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and select Compute. And now it gives us the drawing that we had just sketched. And now what we're going to do is take a look at that area. Okay, so if we take a look here, rounding this to 4 decimal places. Okay, so this is 0.2329, and we're going to round that 9 to a 0, which changes that 2 to a 3. So this is going to be 0.2330. So therefore, that's what the probability is going to represent. 23.2330. Now let's go ahead and answer our questions. So if we take a look at the sketch, we wanted to find the area or the probability that's in between, so we're going to select A. Okay, now what was the probability? Well, we found the probability to be 0.2330. 0.2330, and there is our answer.